Hey, how's it going? Today, we're going to go over how to draw a dinosaur. It is called the Pachyrhinosaurus, okay? Very cool. It's a ceratopsian, so it's basically like triceratops, but different. We're going to go through it step by step. Let's get started for beginners, okay? So anyone can do it. Okay, first thing I'm going to do over here is I'm going to start kind of with the head area. So right now I'm going to start with a curve, kind of the crest, kind of that back of that head that the kind of like triceratops and things like that are known for. Pull down over here. Gonna pull in. Curve. It's got a little bit of a spike out there. I'm gonna talk a little bit about the differences between this and a triceratops after this as well. I mean during this. So, gonna go over here and I'm gonna start with kind of the curve over here at the top of the brow. And on top, the brow is obviously the covering for the eye, and then I'm gonna go over here, kind of like a lip. Almost like obviously an eye shape. Very, very simple. Needs an eyeball over here. Maybe we're gonna fill it in right there. Pulling up. A little bit of a jagged face there. I'll pull forward a bit. This portion on top of his face is very bumpy, so you can kind of play around with it. There's been different designs kind of put out. Down over here, make it a little bit bumpy over there, kind of like another layer. That's the other side of his face. Gonna pull out, down, up, and for a little spike. Let's make that spike a little bit longer over here. Up right there, kind of the mouth. Curve up over here, back up. Alright. So this kind of area is really kind of like the cheekbone area. That's kind of where that bone's kind of sticking out of, or that area of that. And we're going to put the lower jaw right here. So I'm going to pull down for the lower jaw, pulling up, across, and then up. Don't forget, hit the subscribe button if you like learning how to draw dinosaurs. If you have a dinosaur you want me to go over how to draw, drop it in the comments section and I will absolutely do it. I'll get around to it. I'll put it on a huge list. I will do it. Okay? Just let me know what it is. I'm gonna go over here now to the spike and I'm gonna curve down. That's kind of one of the tellers of the differences. He has this spike above there on the top of that, of his crest. It's gonna kind of bent over in many iterations. Gonna go over here to the far end, curve over here, down. Down over here for the that crest that we were talking about. And he's going to have a horn sticking out the front right here. Obviously, one of the biggest differences between him and Triceratops is there's no, like, Triceratops has a gigantic horn sticking forward. He does not. Curve over here. Maybe like another little horn over there in the front. The horns are more center front and smaller. And put another one in there. Nose over here, kind of nose hole, curve. Alright. Curve over here on this side of the eye. Line, line. And now let's go into the neck. Neck right here. Over here on this side. Line over the neck and the back. And I'm going to find his whole body. So straight to the neck. And he's going to have kind of a hunched area. Don't forget, I forgot to mention this, if you like learning how to draw in general, right? Everything, humans, anatomy, anatomical stuff all around, go to my Skillshare. There are videos there that are lessons there that are hours long. And right now you can see them totally for free. So you really want to upgrade your game overall, go to the Skillshare link in the description. Just wanted to give that out right there, because some people do want to go hardcore, and I would say that's the place to do it. Right here, the back, the bump of the main part of the back, it's going to slide down over here, kind of the hip area, and then down over here for the tail, which we will complete later. We're going to get to the other appendages first. Alright. So, let's go over here to this side. We're going to pull down over here, kind of the arm, kind of the bone of the arm there. Front of the shoulder in. Out over here, down. Right on. Cool, cool, cool. I'm actually going to be careful with how I measure this out because I need to get the other foot in here. So the back hind leg, sorry. So over here in the hind leg area, I'm going to find maybe my point right here. That's after the bump. And I'm going to kind of measure it out. So I'm going to go over here, draw. That's where the knee is going to be. It's going to go backward. And down. I believe he's plantigrade. I'm sorry, not plantigrade. Centigrade, where he's walking on the toes, kind of. You know, like meaning his heel is over here, right here. See this heel? Kind of like when you see the hind legs of a cat or a horse. We'll line up there. His heel's right here. This would be our heel. Think of your heel the way you step on the floor. Your heel touches the ground, but with him, it's not. He's standing on his tiptoes. I mean, animals like that. That's more for like speed or things of that sort. Curve right here, curve right here, curve right here for the toes at the end. Curve, curve, curve. Go over here to the back. Line back. Curve in and down. Up, up, up. Then you have the front leg on that side. We got the stomach over here on this area. And then the tail is not that long. Maybe curve up and then, but see how this is going this direction? We want to, you know, have like that low area there. Whew, so far so good, right? Don't forget to hit the like button if you like dinosaurs. I'm going to go over a lot of them. I'm going to go back here now to draw the hind leg, which is more or less just a mirror image of what we just did. Curve, curve. And some nails at the end of that. Over here on this area. Line, line, line for some details because a big part of dinosaurs is going to be the texture of their skin, right? Sometimes they have feathers, sometimes they don't. Curve up, pull back maybe. Thin lines. I'm using thin lines at this point. The thin lines are for details, right? Texture, things of that sort. So curve, curve, curve. Curve, curve, curve. Curve, curve, curve. Curve, curve, curve. Curve, 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 curve. Pulling up, pulling up, pulling up. Line, line, line. Line up right there, line up right there. And a lot of that stuff's going to be more like we're going to draw a line right here, which is a very typical line for the muscle of the leg. Very thin line as well. And over here is going to be like folding lines, right, as the tail goes down. And then the rest of it's going to be little thin textures all over. And then the eye right here, we want to draw like kind of a bag of the eye that makes it look a lot more convincing. Maybe a shape right here. There's maybe the underneath of like a beak area. But relatively simple to draw these kind of thin, extra thin lines in order for detail. Don't forget, there is coloring books. There's even a dinosaur coloring book. I put it on Amazon. That is actually, this one's the first link on the description. Okay? Go take a look at that if you'd like. I'm going to put a new coloring book every single week. You can also suggest a coloring book for me to make, and I'll try to make it happen. But otherwise, there's a free ebook in the description as well. There's so many tools for you guys to learn and use that I have added over time. Thank you so much for supporting me. You are amazing, and I hope you have an amazing day, okay? Let me know about some other dinosaurs. I really want to learn that. I really want to go over some more. All right, see you later.